How you doing, sir?
Just fine. How are you?
I'm doing outstanding. Make this a brief call, but we had some questions out there on Facebook, and I want to put it out there to you. There was a young lady. She had asked the question. She says, DeCarlo, I think many people would like to know more about this. Everyone is you pushed out, or Neville will often say your world is you pushed out. She said it's been taken out of context, I think. She says Neville said it. She said, I can't recall which book or lecture. No matter the problem or who it concerns, you have no one to change but yourself. She said, maybe Lindell can clear this up. Now, she did give an example. She came back later on. She said, for example, say you're at a restaurant, and at the restaurant, say you're the waitress or the hostess, and then a customer is treating you really bad. She said, well, who's the cause of that? Is it me or the customer? And I told her, well, the customer's issue is the customer's issue. Our issue is how we perceive and discern the customer's issue or even make it our own. I said, that's our challenge. So what do you say to that?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly it. I mean, you're gonna meet people in this life who are not going to be agreeable with anything. You have to just kind of just step back and know that they're just confused, and that's all it is. They're just confused. Because otherwise they wouldn't be acting that way. I mean, it's really kind of simple. I mean, if you saw some guy really acting crazy, you'd say, well, he's just acting crazy.
Exactly. Let me go to the other side of the room and leave that person alone. That's what I would do. So
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
So now her bigger question is this term or this phrase that Neville often uses. I know in my mind's eye what I feel when I hear it, but everyone is yourself pushed out.
Well, no. What was actually said is that the whole vast world is the self pushed out. Everything in it. Because look at it this way: there's only God. I mean, that's His statement. He's all things to all. So there's nothing to debate about. If you believe that, you got the whole story.
I say God is the one cause, the one source that we all live, move, and exist in. And I say we are all the God doing.
Yeah, really. I mean, that's it. If you just break it down to that, because every one of those one-liners that we all often use, each one of those is the story itself, as you think you are. I mean, that says it all. But you see, they want to go deeper. They want to go deeper. Well, you can, but it's not like you looking for things or kind of study. It isn't that at all. You don't figure it out. It's revelation. What you want to do is just be quiet. Give it a chance,
Kind of marinate in it a little bit.
Yeah, that's it. No, that's a good word. That's a good word. Marinating in it. Yes, that's it. Because you see, it takes time to soak in deep enough for it to become your everydayness. But it will. It will. And that's what Neville was saying. It will, if you'll stay the course. Stand and see the victory, he told you. In other words, if you're standing, that means you made the statement, now you're standing on it. You're not going to be double-minded about it, because being double-minded, you don't do anything. You just go in a causational loop. And like you told the lady, they're both involved in it. It's just the two of them are actually agreeing to do the same thing.
Bringing about a good point. The thing is, and in her scenario, she gave a hypothetical, so that was fine. But you're right in that I was meditating upon this recently after I had sent my information to her. And the truth of the matter is you got two individuals creating calls.
Listen to this. All minds in one another mingle. So you're impressing people just by your look. I know you don't believe that, but actually you are. People see more than is anyone else would see, but because you see, you're focused on the other person, and in your focus, what are you thinking in your focus? because that's what you're shipping over to him. And then it's going to bounce back at you if he's not in a great mood.
The mingling. All things mingle together.
That's right. All minds in one another mingle. So you haven't you know that when you spoke to someone, you like almost knew them instantly?
Yeah.
Whereas, otherwise you'd talk to like 100 people and you wouldn't know any of them.
Absolutely.
Well, but that's what it is. That's what you're doing. In other words, it's yourself pushed out. That's what you're getting back. You see, it's second-hand land out here. Everything on the without is second-hand.
And the thing is, that's what they're getting back from us.
Yeah.
We see us as the center, let's say, of the universe. But each person sees himself, herself, as that center. So as the young lady is putting the question out, she's seeing it from her perspective, but even the person with the bad attitude, he or she, they're seeing it from their perspective, and to them, they think that their attitude is appropriate. And of course, what they keep doing is getting people that service them, let's say with poor service. And they keep wondering why they keep getting poor service, but because they keep sending out that energy of poor service, then that's what they keep getting back. And the waiter or the waitress keeps saying, why do I keep attracting this kind of customer? Everybody is getting themselves pushed out.
Well, let's take it down a little notch. What about the tips you get?
Absolutely. The tips.
If you're in the right mood, you get good tips. If you're not.
Absolutely.
I learned that when I was a kid delivering telegrams for Western Union. If I come up to the door, I really look like I was about ready to pass out, I always hoped all the telegrams were good news, because when it was good, I usually got a fair tip. But I didn't get anything. So if I handed them the telegram and they smiled, well, I thought, I'm in.
But isn't that life? Most of us we're telegraphing. We're telegraphing our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts, our energies, and they're coming back to us, good, bad, or indifferent.
That's right. And the field is always the field that you're playing on. Look, you're choosing your part, or if you're not choosing it, then you're not choosing, and that's also choice, and you just get chosen for by the ongoing drama, because there's no place to stop.
Yeah.
How do you stop? Oh, he said, well, you die. But I got news for you. That doesn't stop anything. You may start off a little better, but it don't change anything. Your attitude goes right with you.
Absolutely.
And that's what it is. I mean, come on. How many times have I said it, that all these books up on this shelf right here, they're all saying the same thing. Man's life is man's attitude. Period.
Yeah.
You keep it that simple, you can remember it. Am I having the right attitude about this? Am I? See? There you are. But you have to be honest with yourself.
Yeah. That's not always easy. I mean, it truly isn't always easy. A person with a bad attitude does not always see himself as a person with a bad attitude, for example.
I'm 85, and I'm still having problems with it.
Well, I'm in agreement with you, so am I.
I mean, come on. Somebody cuts you off and you go, oh, it's only a minute, but it was time enough to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's the same thing with that. As a man look lustfully upon a woman, he's already done with it or not in his heart. If that's so, then anything you do is so.
Anything and everything. Absolutely.
You're attached to all of it because it's coming through you. It isn't coming to you. See, that's the difference that makes the difference. They're looking out there for their help, whatever they want. But it isn't out there. It's in here. I'm with you always. Well, he's the giver. Where do you have to go?
That's it. Well, listen, I did promise that it wouldn't be a long talk, but I thank you, sir.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.